Okay, we're talking about syntax notes. Again, I apologize for not being here, but I thought this could kind of work, and you're going to see a few things to mark. Um, First, we start on the yellow paper that I gave you guys in class last time. If you don't have it, you can go look in the drawer that has the extra copies, and you should see a couple there. We are thinking about syntax, which does affect style, tone, and patterns of organization. So in this category, you'll see that these are some things that you're going to want to look for. And I actually have put this elsewhere just to sort of give you another example. Let's go ahead and first start and write our day. And today is the 31st. It will be helpful in light of remembering which we talk about this. So you're looking at sentences, and what's really important is to just sort of think about the rhythm. I'm going to write that word down. Oops. T rhythm is focus. Okay. And considering that, I'm going to give you guys your new notes, and those are the pink paper. This is syntax for our notes. You're going to want to go ahead and glue those in. You'll see that it is the same chart that you have, but I wanted to show you an example. And just in case you didn't have the other chart part, I thought we could go again. So you can read this to yourself and really try to consider how rhythm is affected by the length of the sentences. So today we're actually thinking about length and rhythm and not looking at the technical terms. In the next class, we're going to actually learn some specific names for these kind of sentences, but for right now, just think effect. So when you notice a long sentence or a short sentence or a fragment or anything in there, you're going to want to think how does the rhythm enhance, and remember that's our keyword, the writer's central idea. So it's really just sort of giving yourself the time to look at these things and consider that. So if you notice a short sentence, and by short sentence, we're looking at maybe 3 words, or then you're going to want to think that there's some sort of the rhythm of that might be dramatic. If there's a fragment, you'll notice a shift in tone because it's often a sort of a dramatic assertion, but it's incomplete. Um, you might notice long sentences, and while they are rhythmically complex, um, look at the end to see main idea. If you see anything that's in parentheses, you're going to want to, or dashes, so these kind of work the same way. You're just sort of going to want to see, well, what's there? Parentheses, I like to call a whisper, or dashes, almost a shout. Dashes tell you something's important, parentheses tell you something's important, but it's more subtle. So you're going to want to think, what is the effect of that subtlety or that emphasis? Colons, you can see what the purpose is. So I do have the assertion, then example, and then semicolons. This will craft the long sentence. So you're going to look at the connections. Okay, so yeah, I copied this twice, mostly for you guys. That this was bigger for us to be able to take notes on. Use this paragraph as a mentor paragraph to see what the possibilities are, and also consider using these kind of ideas in your writing. So you're going to make sure you attach this in your notebook. We're going to actually practice looking at an example, and that's the next video. So make sure you watch this, you go over your think, and then we're going to practice an annotation video. So see you soon.